All right, everybody, what we're going to be doing is talking about the MTC awareness stages and the plan method while we're actually riding. We have an orange stage situation coming up, got a yellow light, and we're going to start slowing down. And that's kind of the process, what we're going to be doing. Quick shout out, though, to Cardo. We got Quad Lock, we got Voss helmets, we have True Classic tees. I got a t-shirt underneath that I love. It's the active wear. And if you need some beginner gear, we got Revzilla in the description for some beginner gear. So now that we got that out of the way, all my contractual obligations done, let's get to the education. All right, so we got a green light. Let's go ahead and get going. A road surface hazard right in front of us, and we're gonna move out of the way. So what we typically see on these live streams are people kind of speeding and putting themselves in dangerous situations and not planning very well, and that's fine, you know, not being smart riders. That's cool. Not everybody watches Dan the Fireman, you know, I get it. But what we're gonna be doing here is just kind of getting towards more of that busier sections and kind of cutting out some of the yellow stages. So white stage, completely zoned out. Yellow stage, zoned in. I'm zoned in right now. I don't see any hazardous situations. I got a turn coming up, so I'm gonna start getting into orange stage. And that's what it is. You got that gut feeling, orange stage, I don't like it. You saw something, uncommon thing, you see a pattern, whatnot. I see merging, orange stage, intersection, path of travel stuff. Red stage, possibly have to swerve out of the way. Brown stage, target fixated, hit the pole. That's one of the examples, not always the case. I don't know if I said Quad Lock is a sponsor. Yes, they are. Love their stuff. I got my vibration dampener on. So we got an open lane in front of me. That's the pattern. Open lane, stacked of vehicles. That guy's moving right. I think we're good. We got a red light. Gonna go ahead and get into more of a lane filtering position once I get past this Filiberto's Mexican truck. Arizona, you can lane filter. It's so nice out. I don't really care to, but I'm still going to get into this lane filtering position. Okay, so when it comes to positioning for safety, and I know I keep saying, whoa, buddy, you going a little fast. So right here, I don't like being behind a big trailer, so I'm going to switch lanes, and I'm actually going to get all the way to Broadway. We're on 22nd and Alvernon. I'm going to get into a lane filtering position. Like I said, I don't really care to lane filter. Arizona makes it. I've been doing it. It's just, I don't know. It's just nice out. So right here, I have a good lane, position for safety. Let's say we're actually riding. I have great line of sight, terrible space cushion, not a lot of escape routes, but this right here is a good line of sight. I want you guys to see that. As soon as we start going, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to poor line of sight and then open up. I forgot to put the pin lock again. I'm going to open up space cushions, and that will open up new options. So here we go. So we're going to get up to here. So this is great line of sight, poor line of sight. Roll off the throttle, increase the space cushion, look at my line of sight, look at my space cushion, and I can actually see my escape routes now. That's the whole point of that. So we got braking right here. I'm going to go ahead and position a little bit better. Do a 360 situation awareness just in case I have to swerve, but I'm maintaining the space cushion. If anybody wants to jump in front of me, go ahead and have it. I have a great escape route in the bike lane. I got an escape route to my left. I can brake now because I got plenty of total stopping distance. I can see really far. This is what you want for position for safety. So you're constantly, there's the open lane, and so they took it. I don't care. This is what you're constantly doing. You're constantly like, oh, somebody took my position for safety. Roll off the throttle, move back, look for stuff, position over here so I can actually see really far, good line of sight. And that's what you're constantly doing. You're locating, you're positioning first, locating a hazardous situation. We got a side of the vehicle. I got a big open lane in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and cover my brakes. Get ready to swerve if I had to. She's messing with her hair. That's cool. So now we're back into yellow stage. So I was orange stage there, yellow stage here. I got somebody to my left, constantly 360 situation awareness. Hi, how you doing? And we're constantly adapting and moving. In these crashes and close calls that we see just the extreme version of it. We see the crashes and the close calls, obviously. I'm gonna go ahead and switch lanes, indicate first, look, switch over, and we'll move over here. I know some of you guys are like, put your hands on the handlebars. I'm Italian, I speak with my hands. It's okay, it's okay. So it's a red light, stop before the first white line because you don't know if pedestrians. So one of the big hazards here, we got sides of the vehicles, path of travel. We don't know if this person's gonna do a U-turn. They have the right of way, I don't. I have a red light, I see gravel in the road. So while I'm sitting here waiting, which is perfectly fine, so I don't know what they're gonna do. If I'm sitting here waiting, I'm looking at the road surface hazard and planning what I need to do. Constantly look, road surfaces. As soon as my nose is pointed where I want it to go, I'm gonna accelerate to 40 miles an hour. Oh, going 45, a little bit too fast. Love the 1200. And now I'm just kind of reevaluating, am I in a good position? Yes. Good line of sight, good space cushion, escape routes. Am I in a hazardous situation? Intersection. Orange-ish? Not really, because I don't see the side of the vehicle. Okay. Orange-ish right now. Side of the vehicle? Nope. Pretty good. We got back in yellow stage. Intersection just turned yellow. I see brake lights. This is not good. We're supposed to be going. So, going into orange stage. Starting to roll up the throttle here, do some engine braking, downshifting. I'm looking for my escapes. Nobody's behind me except for this black vehicle. I'm going to put myself in that little spot right there. Kind of like, you know, a dog wants to put his legs right behind, or right between your legs and wants a pet. That's what I'm doing right here. I'm not going to lane filter. Don't really care. I probably should. I'm going to start doing it more often, but it's just so nice out. I think in the summertime I'll start doing it. Guy's on his phone to my left. Now right here I could stay up here, right? Right here I could be like, oh, I'm going to be right on their ass. Look at my space cushion. What I'm going to do is just roll off the throttle just a teeny tiny bit. And now I got a good space cushion. Now I'm going to go and accelerate. That's what I want you guys to start doing. Do it for every intersection. Bad position for safety. Great line of sight and position for safety. You see the difference? Constantly evaluate. Constantly adjust. This is an activity. This is something that you're doing that you need to be all in. You can't zone out. You can't be like, I'm thinking of my boss that just yelled at me. I'm thinking of my significant other that, you know, I can't wait to get home because they're wearing lingerie or something. I don't know. But the main thing, you have to be zoned in and paying attention. And the great thing about what I do here is I'm literally talking about zoning in. So I don't like doing moto vlogs anymore where I'm just talking about stories, having to think of the story. I'm going to go ahead and position over a little bit because I don't like where that guy is. I'm actually talking about all the stages. So here's an open lane. So my lane is moving faster than this guy. I'm going to stay staggered. Now, he might not switch over, but who knows? I saw that pattern. See, my lane's moving quicker. That lane's not. He might not want to be in that lane anymore. He could switch over. I'm going 40. It's a 40-mile-an-hour road. I don't need to fight for it. I don't need to take that. I'm back here because I rolled up the throttle. That's it. I don't really care. I just want to get home. I want to get home to my dog. Stella's waiting for me. She needs food, and she likes walks. So right now I'm side by side with this vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and stay staggered. I'm going to kind of speed up a little bit, roll back off the throttle. Now I'm going back to 40, staggered with this vehicle to my left, staggered with this vehicle up front, and I have a good space cushion to the right. I have to go through it. It would be unsafe for me to stop, and I'm just going to continue moving. Now, I want you guys to see bad position once again. I can't see anything. I can see something. Roll off the throttle. Good space cushion. And here we go. We got a red light. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this position because I want to, you know, have my own lane. But I'm going to go ahead and use this. Like, think of it as what I'm doing right now. This, for me, is a good position for safety. Think of it like this. This person to my right is like my big bro or the bouncer that is at the club and you know, some girl was hitting on me and I felt uncomfortable, so I had to like stand next to him. If you're next to a big white vehicle, I'm hoping the person behind me that is not paying attention will see that before they see me. So I'm going to stay next to it. It's my little protector. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I did that. I have my own justification. You can have your own. But we're coming up to another intersection. Once again, deceleration, engine braking. I'm not barely using any rear brake. Now, I'm not going to just go. I'm going to go ahead and creep out a little bit. I talk about green does not always mean go. You know, when you're in the haunted house and you're going around a corner, you're like, what's this? What's this? No scary clown. That's what we're doing right there. So we're kind of going through here. We're in an open spot. We got a red light coming up, and it is constantly evolving. It's constantly just, you know, almost the same thing, but it is evolving. We got new situations, same shit, different day, basically. Same thing. I'm gonna switch lanes. Same thing, different intersection. Same thing, different vehicles. Same thing, different patterns. That's what you got to watch out for. So once again, we're going 40. I'm gonna go ahead and wave at this person, biker wave, and I'm gonna switch lanes. And I'm gonna pull over because my throat is parched. And this helmet is brand new from Voss, so the cheek pads are pretty stiff. I gotta break them in with my exceptionally strong jaw and beard. So I'm gonna pull over here. So that right there is how you do the plan method while you're riding. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Not a lot of stuff happening because I'm able to navigate a lot of these possible threats instead of having to wait till they're active. So with that said, I'm going to play around in this parking lot. It is an amazing looking parking lot, and let's do some drills.